This is Game Set Match Kentucky, episode 11, recorded July 11, 2019, entitled, Have You Got Wimbledon Fever? Hey everybody, it's time for episode 11 of Game Set Match Kentucky, where we talk about all things related to the Central Kentucky Tennis Series and maybe a whole lot more that you never asked for. This is July 11th, 2019. I'm Chris Godby. I'm the chairman and one of the founders of the CKTS, where the lines are good and sandbagging is for golf. As always, I'm here at the CKTS home office in Russell Springs, Kentucky. I have two guests with me today, and that is pretty exciting for me. I'll start with the newest guest first. This is her first time on the program, but she's a longtime member of the CKTS Board of Directors. Like me, she also serves on the board at the Lake Cumberland Tennis Association, and she's a longtime tennis enthusiast and coach. She's currently an assistant for the Russell County Laker tennis team, but most importantly, she's a longtime friend of my wife and me. I'd like to welcome Mrs. Susan Hadley.
Well, thank you, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm a long time everything, sounds like.
That's right. That's right.
Longer than I care to admit.
My other guest today is making her second straight appearance on Game Set Match Kentucky. She directs two of our CKTS tournaments in Glasgow. She's the head coach of the Barren County High School Trojan tennis team. Trina Rickard, welcome back.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say that I said I would come back if everything went okay the first time. So it did.
I think so. And thank you for coming back. I did the best I could to put the correction out there to the world of how to pronounce your name. And as we worked through the tournament a couple of weeks ago, it sounds like not enough people listened to this and got the correction, the correct pronunciation of your name, but we'll try it again, folks. It's Trina, not Trina.
Right.
Well, today on this episode of Game Set Match Kentucky, we're going to look at the results of the 2019 Barren Classic. We're going to skip ahead and preview the Miller Park Tennis Classic, which is next week on the CKTS Tour. And you may wonder, well, what about the State Farm E-Town Open? We got a lot of results to go through today. I don't want to go through the results of two tournaments. So maybe in a few days, we'll do another episode and we'll look at the State Farm E-Town Open results. Well, the other thing we'll do is look at what's coming up in tennis around the area, as we usually do. Our sponsor for this episode is LakeNet Media Incorporated. They provide the web hosting for Game Set Match Kentucky. If you're looking for a dependable web host, you can reach out at 757-LakeNet or 757-525-3638. Well, ladies, it's been a long time since the last podcast, it feels like, and I guess it's been a couple of weeks. And I've actually had some people ask me, is this a weekly podcast? And I said, it's whenever the heck I can podcast. And I've got a good excuse, really. I've got multiple excuses, really, for the delay and the inconsistency of the releases of these episodes. And I think the best explanation I have is that I have actually been playing some tennis.
Woohoo! It was really good to see you out there.
I have.
Good for you.
It's been a long time, and with injuries and everything, I just haven't really played in years, and I'm still injured and just playing anyway. What the heck?
That a boy.
I've also got Wimbledon fever. Are you like me? Have you got Wimbledon fever?
Bad. Yes. No, absolutely.
And so yesterday, I just found myself pretty much all day long watching Wimbledon on the couch and only getting up to do some racket stringing. So that's another thing I'm back into, is I've set my stringing machine back up and I'm stringing rackets again. So, and my drop shots. I'm in drop shots with the Lake Cumberland Tennis Association in Somerset. Well, it just ended this week. It just ended after its 6-week run. And I had a lot of fun playing drop shots. I want to say hello to some of my friends at Drop Shots who told me they are listening, Maria, Danielle, and Tara. If you're listening to this episode, hello. So anyway, let's go back to the CKTS here. We finally started the season, and we had the Barren Classic. Trina, how did it go?
It went great. It was hot. Had a few people that realized that they needed to quit because I guess they weren't used to being out there with it being in the 90s. So, but overall, it went well.
I was there too, and I agree. Susan, how was your experience at the Barren Classic?
She's right. It was hot. I tell you what, I feel like win or lose, if you walked off the court and you were still standing, you won. Whatever the score said, you were a winner.
Well, Trina, it was another excellent job, and looking forward to your next tournament coming up on Labor Day weekend. And so good luck getting that together, and I hope you have a big turnout. Trina actually has to leave us now. She and her husband are going to do some traveling today. So I thank you for stopping in for a few minutes to talk about your tournament, and I hope you have a safe trip today.
Thank you. See you.
All right, we'll see you later.
All right, bye.
So, Susan, let's go through the results of the Barren Classic 2019. Why don't you start with boys 12 and under singles?
Okay, boys 12 and under singles. The winner was Aditya Shaw, and in the round robin, he defeated Nolan Parsons 6-3, 6-1. And in his second match, Aditya Shaw defeated Jackson Donovan 6-3, 6-2.
Boys 15 and under singles was quite a big draw. The winner was Matthew Parsons, and he defeated Matthew Satterley 6-love, 6-2.
Okay, next one is the boys 18 singles. Again, a lot of players in this section. It was it's good to see so many junior players.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Owen Hunley was defeated by Tate Sign in the final. He retired. Owen Hunley had to retire, so Tate Sign defeated Owen Hunley in the boys 18 singles.
All right. And girls 15 and under singles, another big draw. And the winner of that was Megan Martin of Bowling Green, defeating Zoe Graziano of Glendale, Kentucky, 6-2, 6-2.
Okay, I'm doing the girls 18 singles. In the final, Anna Dew defeated Connor Gallagher 6-4, 6-1. Anna Dew is 11 years old, and she is going to be something else. She is already a great tennis player.
Barely 11, too, I think. Just turning 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll jump now to men's B singles. Matthew Nykirk of Somerset defeated Troy Young of Campbellsville in the final. That score was 6-love, 6-3.
Okay, I am going to give the men's C singles. Mike Blevins of Tompkinsville defeated Jason Dupin from Brandenburg 6-2, 6-2.
In the men's open singles draw, the winner was Wade Stone of Glasgow, who defeated Hamza Sheikh of Bowling Green 6-1, 6-2.
In the men's 40 singles, W.D. McCubbin defeated Lex Lindsay, and that score was 6-1, 6-4.
In the boys 18 and under doubles, the winners were Jordan Cordray and Matthew Thomas. They defeated Calden Doty and Jacob Jiranek 6-1, 6-3.
In our girls 18 and under doubles division, the winners were Hallie Lindsay and Campbell Ritchie, and they defeated Sarah Jiranek and Mallory Vowles, and their score was 3-6, 6-4, and then they won 10-7 in a super tiebreaker in the third set.
In the men's B doubles division, the team of Michael Lindsay and June Tomioka defeated Scott Conway and Van Patterson in a close match, 3-6, 6-3, 1-love. It was a 10-8 super tiebreaker.
Okay, men's open doubles. Jordan Cordray and Matthew Thomas defeated Alex Downing and Wade Stone. Their score was 6-1, 6-1.
So two doubles wins, two doubles titles for that pair.
Yes,
this weekend.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on that particular weekend.
Good tournament that weekend for those guys.
And it pains me to give the results of the men's 40 doubles.
Oh, but hey, you were out there. That's the big thing.
I was out there.
Yes.
The team of Steve Humphreys and W.D. McCubbin defeated me, Christopher Godby, and my partner, Tim Perkins, 6-3, 6-1. Those guys are tough.
Yes, they are. I saw a part of your match, and it was a great match.
We had a lot of fun.
Yes, you did.
It would have just been much more fun if we had won, but hey.
I agree. I always have more fun when I win, too. All right, Chris, I'm doing the women's B doubles. The winner in that division were Kathy Donnelly and Jamie Roberts. They defeated Amber Wolf and Savannah Wolf from Shepherdsville, 6-2, 6-1. And then in their the second round of this round robin, they defeated Chatty Lee and Marvetta Overstreet from Liberty, and their score was 6-2, 6-4. Again, the winners were Kathy Donnelly and Jamie Roberts.
Okay, and congratulations to you, Susan. You and your partner won the Women's Open Doubles.
Thank
by
you.
defeating tournament host Trina Rickard and her partner Cheryl Hensel, 6-3, 4-1, and then there was an illness retirement there that put you through the rest of the way.
Yeah, you always hate to win like that. You don't want to see anyone get sick because it was very, very hot. And I was glad that Cheryl is okay because
it was really like the first hot weekend of this summer, and it just happened to be when our first tournament was being played, and I think a lot of people weren't used to it, including me.
That's right. You just have to hydrate the week before, not just the day before or the day of, but you need to do it all week long before something
very
like
important.
that. In mixed B doubles, the winners were Jeffrey Litton and Amber Wolf, and they defeated Aaron Ritchie and Jamie Roberts. Their score was 6-4, 7-5. Good match there.
In mixed open doubles, congratulations again, Susan. I like how this worked out. So you didn't have to read your own results.
I know.
Then I had to read my own result.
You can really brag on me now.
Yeah. I read my loss and I read your wins.
I know. So that's not right. That's just
you
not
and your mixed open doubles partner, some dude named Steve Humphreys. Never heard of him. Just kidding. Yeah. Love Steve. You defeated tournament host again, Trina Rickard and her son Hayden. You defeated them 6-1, 6-4. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Steve was really a warrior that weekend. He played a lot of tennis that weekend, and
he got his money's worth for sure.
He surely did. In the mixed 18 doubles final, 18 and under, I was really happy to see a lot of junior players in this because mixed doubles is just a lot of fun, and really that's what tennis should be all about is how much fun it is.
That's right.
The winners were Calden Doty and Sarah Jaranek. They defeated the team of Hewitt Lessenberry and Hallie Lindsay. Their score was 6-1, 6-2.
And that's the results of the Barren Classic 2019, and very soon we'll announce the results here of the State Farm E-Town Open. We'll also have updated point standings coming soon. Let's go ahead and look at some upcoming events in tennis all around Kentucky. First of all, with the CKTS, we've got the Miller Park Tennis Classic coming up next weekend, July 20th and 21st. There's still a few days left to get in on this tournament. The deadline is Tuesday, July 16th, that's next Tuesday, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and all times for this tournament will be discussed in Eastern Time because Campbellsville is in the Eastern Time Zone. Miller Park Tennis Classic, Campbellsville, Kentucky. Kyle Cabin, the coach at Campbellsville University, is the director of that tournament, as he has been for many years. So please sign up for that. You can visit cktstour.com to register for that tournament. And soon you will also be able to register for the next tournament that we have. That's the Alton Blakely Lake Cumberland Open in Somerset, Kentucky on August 3rd and 4th. The deadline for that will be Tuesday, July 30th. Susan, did you know that there's a new director of the Alton Blakely Lake Cumberland Open this year?
I absolutely did, and I am not surprised. He is the best man for the job.
You know, to volunteer to run a tournament, you have to be a little bit insane.
I agree.
You have to really love tennis, and you have to
Yes.
be a little bit insane to put yourself through what you're going to put yourself through.
Yes.
And for some reason, in a moment of weakness, I decided I would volunteer to be the director of the Alton Blakely Lake Cumberland Open this year. So that's me.
Well,
And
don't
again,
think we don't appreciate it, because we do.
Well, just wait until it's over and see if you still appreciate it.
Okay.
It's going to be August 3rd and 4th. The deadline will be Tuesday, July 30th. And since that tournament is earlier than it has been the last couple of years, we're hoping to have even bigger turnout. So please get in that. Again, go to CKTSTour.com for this and all of our tournaments. So that's put on by the Lake Cumberland Tennis Association. So let's look a little bit at what the Lake Cumberland Tennis Association is doing coming up soon. They have, starting on Monday next week, the Somerset Tennis Camp for kids. That's put on at Somerset High School. It'll be 4 days next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that's July 15, 16, 18, and 19, and it's held at Somerset High School, the courts there at Somerset High School. Also, Lake Cumberland Tennis Association will be having an adult beginner clinic. That's called Tennis Apprentice. And it'll be held every Thursday, starting July 25th through August 22nd on Thursdays. You can go to lctennis.com for this and all the other plethora of things that the Lake Cumberland Tennis Association has going on. Our friends at,
they're doing a lot of good things over there.
Absolutely. Our friends at the Mountain Tennis Circuit are having a tournament this weekend, July 13th and 14th. If you hear this episode today, you could probably still get in on that. It's the Barberville tournament held at Union College. And for that tournament or all of their tournaments, you can visit mtctennis.org. Courtesy of USTA Kentucky, the Kentucky Bank Championships will be held again on July 29th through August 4th at the Boone Tennis Complex at the University of Kentucky in Lexington, Kentucky. You can visit lexingtonchallenger.com for information on that. I went to this last year for one day, and I thought it was a very well-run event, and I encourage people to go. It's your chance to see professional level players, right there in Central Kentucky. And it's a fun time. On Tuesday, July 30th, it's free admission that day for everyone who's 18 and under. There's also a lunch meet and greet for young people with pros and coaches. It's also considered Kids Day for the younger kids, so they're going to have some fun things planned. Also on Friday, August 2nd, at the Kentucky Bank Tennis Championships, they're having a USTA member appreciation party from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can visit kentuckytennis.com to read more about that. Speaking of Kentucky tennis, the USTA Kentucky Award nominations are now open until September 15th. The Hall of Fame nominations are open until the end of this month, until July 31st. So to keep up with USTA Kentucky, again, visit kentuckytennis.com, or on social media, they are at USTA Kentucky, the word Kentucky spelled out. They're always announcing some tournaments for all ages, grant opportunities, various social events, team events. You can send us your tennis events also to info@gamesetmatchky.com. If you're having a clinic, a camp, a tournament, social event, team event, whatever, we'd love to talk about it here on the program. Susan, it's time for a segment that we call Challenge the Call, and it is for frequently asked questions that I get as the chairman of the CKTS, or that tournament directors get while they're on the scene at their tournaments. And so we have answered questions like this in the past, and we have a question today: why can't I take a 10-minute break after split sets? And the answer there is, well, in our tournaments, we don't play a third set for several years now. We play 2 sets, and we play a super tiebreaker to 10 if you happen to split sets. So, and we go by USTA procedures on this. If there was a full third set, you would get a 10-minute break between the split between the second and third sets. But now, since it's only a super tiebreaker, the USTA rule is 3 minutes. So a lot of people don't know this, and maybe some people don't even need that 3-minute break, but it is available. If even one of the doubles teams or one of the players in singles wants that 3-minute break, they can take a 3-minute break between split sets. And so if you didn't know that, now you know. You get a 3-minute break on the CKTS before a super tiebreaker. You get a 3-minute break in USTA events before a super tiebreaker as well. If you want to ask a question for our Challenge the Call segment, email us at challenge@gamesetmatchky.com. Well, that's about to serve out another episode of Game Set Match Kentucky. We need to get off here, Susan, so we can get back to the TV and watch some more Wimbledon, right?
Exactly right. I'm hearing some cheers in there, so it must be a good match.
I'd like to thank everyone for listening, especially our new listeners. If you're listening to this simply on our website, what you need to do is go ahead and subscribe to the podcast with any podcast app that you have on your mobile device, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. And we'd love it if you give us a 5-star rating and maybe even write a short review about the podcast. Just doesn't have to be long, just a sentence or two. And I would really appreciate it if you did that. You can visit GameSetMatchKY.com for all of the episodes that we've done so far, and you can browse through the show notes and more. Go follow us on Twitter at GameSetMatchKY and like our Facebook page by searching for Game Set Match Kentucky, the podcast. Oh, here it comes. And Hawkeye says we are out. It's probably for the best because we've got other things to do.
Yes.
Susan, I really appreciate you being on here with me, and I insist that you come back on sometime soon.
I would be glad to. I have really enjoyed it. Great job.
Until that happens, I'm Chris Godby with Susan Hadley, and this has been Game Set Match Kentucky.
Sure haven't gotten dressed.
Well, this is not that kind of podcast, okay? Yikes.
Oh, me. We're not recording right now, are we?
Well,
we are. Oh, my gosh. I see it now.
Oops.
Edit.